Shalom! I'm standing here in the Sukkah of Beth Jacob in Beverly Hills, California. It's a beautiful Sukkah put together by our wonderful maintenance staff and decorated by the Hillel kids. It's going to be a joyous Chag, and that's exactly what I want to talk about, the happiness of Sukkos. Sukkos, as we know, is a very happy time. We even call it Zman Simchasenu. Our commentators explain that the reason why it's called Zman Simchasenu, the time of happiness, is because Sukkos happens at the harvest time. And in an agricultural society like Eretz Yisrael is and was, this time of year, harvest time, is when we have all our funds. And together as a family, together as one and as one nation, we all go up to Yerushalayim and celebrate. We're very wealthy at this time of year, so we have the funds to do it in the proper way. And that's the Zman Simchasenu. But I'd like to examine another aspect of the happiness of the Chag. A happiness I think stems from the Sukkah itself. And that's what I'd like to talk about right now for the next few minutes. There's an interesting machlokes in Maseches Sukkah on Daf Yud Aleph Amud Beis between Rabbi Eliezer and Rabbi Akiva. They argue over what exactly the significance and the symbolic nature of the Sukkah. They discuss two different ideas. Both happen when the Jews leave the Mitzrayim in the Midbar and they're walking to Eretz Yisrael through the desert. Rabbi Eliezer explains that the Sukkah represents the Ananei HaKavod, the clouds that protected the Jewish people, both from the atmospheric conditions and from the enemies that attacked. The Sukkah comes to represent those clouds. While Rabbi Akiva takes a much more literal approach and says that in the desert we actually lived in Sukkos just like these. And to remember the time that Hashem protected us, we sit in these Sukkot. Rabbi Eliezer would agree that we're also symbolizing that Hashem protects us. And that's really the idea. We sit in the Sukkah on Sukkot with our families, and standing all around us is this symbolic idea of Hashem protecting us. And that's really the greatest simcha that a person can have, knowing that no matter what tragedy befalls the Jewish people, no matter what personal harm we have, Hashem always protects us. And for 7 days a year, we get to sit inside this Sukkah, we get to be joyous, and the simcha really stems from that idea that Hashem is there for each and every one of us. Right after Yom Kippur, a time of trepidation, it's the perfect feeling and the perfect emotion to experience at this time. Chag Sameach. Have a very joyous Sukkah.